Good afternoon, everyone. This is Edison Guzman with Adria Gross, and today we are going to talk about more fun stuff with medical bills and claims and all those nice things. Adria, how are you this afternoon?
I am doing wonderful. I hope it's the same for you.
Oh, absolutely. What do you have for us this afternoon?
Have you ever heard of Better Business Bureau?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, with the issues going on out there and these inexpensive policies that are being sold, before you even imagine of purchasing this coverage, go to Better Business Bureau. I have a case where I have quite a few cases right now that are going on where this policy is being sold and it's backed by one of the major insurance companies, of the top ones out there. In fact, there are two major insurance companies who are now having policies with pre-existing conditions. And when Obamacare happened with the ACA, there was not supposed to be any more pre-existing conditions. But things have changed. And a lot of these policies are being sold. Now, the one I'm going to talk about today is a short-term policy. And the short-term policy has a pre-existing condition. And even when you read the policy, it usually says 12 months, 24 months. I had a case in the past where there was no cancer. She was fine, except having cancer 17 years before that. And they look back, because what they do, these policies that are being sold out there now, they're turning around with the pre-existing condition. And I've mentioned this in previous videos. You have to read that policy. You have to know what those exclusions are. But even here was a situation where the woman had a totally different type of cancer 17 years before, and they still denied it from 17 years ago, even though the policy on that one, it said 24 months. I mean, this is crazy. So we have these major insurance companies with these so-called insurance policies. So again, it's happening a lot with the short-term policies. They all have a pre-existing exclusions. But before you even imagine purchasing it, go to Better Business Bureau. When I took a look at this one case, which was over $80,000 in the state of Wisconsin, that company in the Better Business Bureau says in the last 3 years, they've had 683 complaints. In the last 12 months, they've had 267 complaints. So Better Business Bureau should be one of your best friends out there.
Right, and that's bbb.org, I believe, if you go to that website, and you actually get to see the reviews and everything, so that's a really good resource for you to give people.
Right, right. Because if you see anything negative on there, I'm telling you, stay away. You don't want to go near it. And you can think to yourself, well, you know, hey, look, I haven't been sick in 5 years. I'm fine. You never know when something could happen. It could be an illness. It could be an injury, you know, and if that injury wasn't an auto, which you might have insurance with, this is your personal health insurance. You have an injury at home, you know, you fall down, let's say in the shower, there's no insurance on that. So, you know, as I said, I've had multiple cases on it, and a lot of people look at this stuff because they think, oh my God, I'm going to save all this money. So you have to be really careful, because what I see happening out there is the denials are unbelievable. And you have to see what you're covered for, what you're not covered for. Any claim that is denied on one of these short-term policies, they immediately deny it, and they say, go get the medical records.
So you have to
You gotta
prove.
fight. You've gotta fight. That's exactly it. So even though they say you're insured, you're not really insured until you can prove that it wasn't pre-existing. And that's a fight within itself. I mean, they make it so difficult for people. So what they even look at, believe it or not, is they're going to look at your past blood work to see if there's any indication on the blood work. How would you know? Are you a doctor? You know, you're unaware of it. So the case that I'm currently working on is involving $80,000, and they did prove that it was pre-existing, but I'm negotiating the majority of the bills with the hospital, and I'm at a point right now where I think it's going to be settled, and they're going to write off the bill.
Fantastic. And these are the types of things that you can bring to people. You can bring at least if the individual makes the mistake of getting the wrong coverage, it's through no fault of their own. That's
Right.
why they call you, to see if you can do something about it.
Right.
Because sometimes you can't, but a lot of the times you can, and you do. So how would they get a hold of you if they need your help?
Look up MedWise Insurance Advocacy. My logo is We Give a Hoot About Your Claims. My name is Adria Gross. MedWise Insurance Advocacy, Adria Gross. And the best number to reach me at is 845-978-9493. 845-978-9493. Thank you.